It's the Melbourne Caravan and Camping Leisurefest for the latest and greatest of everything.
Let's get going. Start here, go anywhere.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to the Adventure Zone, 4x4 Adventure Zone that we have built here. Well, I haven't actually, but someone did. A little bit of Adventure Zone that we wanted to be able to show some of the different vehicles and trailers and bits and pieces, and how easy and fun they are when you want to go four-wheel driving. My name's Denis Marnie from Mitsubishi, Australia, and to the right of me is Dean. Oh, I forgot Dean's last name already. Dean Caporta from Ezytrails, who we're very thankful to hand us the give us the Ezytrail to go around today and just have a bit of fun with. So thanks to the Pajero Club drivers who are trained drivers. They're driving for us each day at all the different events. So thanks, guys. Thanks, Renzo, for showing us. So what we've got set up here, which you can obviously see, we've got some poles, and there is a few sleepers in there as well. Running through here, and then we'll obviously come round up and over the container that the guys from Leisurefest thought it'd be fun to put a container on, just to show you some of the abilities and versatilities of the vehicles and how they're designed and why they're designed the way they are to do this sort of stuff. So let's have a chat a bit about the trailer. It's not something I know a great deal about. I know a lot about the car, but not so much the trailer. So do you want to just give the guys a bit of a brief on what it is they're towing, why it's so good for off-roading and doing environments and dealing with things like this?
So what we got here today is we're towing around one of our camper trailers, the Lincoln LX Mark III. This is a third generation of that particular trailer that's been in the marketplace for about 7 or 8 years now. Being third generation, it's had a lot of changes done to it. It's got full independent suspension, as you can see going through there. The trailer is one of our largest in the market. It's a up to 6 berth trailer once she opens up, so it's quite a large trailer, and it's very versatile. It can go basically anywhere the Paj can go without a problem. And you'll be able to see that as they come up over the top of the hill. The trailer in question is warranted for full off-road use, so you shouldn't have an issue taking that anywhere your four-wheel drive is going to go. The ATM on this trailer is 2.5 tonne, so it can pack quite a large load in it. As you can see, it can do those sort of things without a problem. I believe I've even seen images of this thing going down Gunshot up at the track to Cape York. So Gunshot's a little bit steeper than that, but yeah, they're quite a capable trailer.
Now, for those that don't know, the Pajero Sport, one of the unique things about the Pajero Sport and also on our other Triton SUV is the Super Select four-wheel drive system. So it's a very unique system, the only one in the market, whereby a flick of a switch, you can take it from 2-wheel high to 4-wheel high, and then you keep switching that around and you go to a 4-wheel high with locking diffs, or you can go low with locking diffs. And then once you've got that set up, then obviously we've got different conditions here, and by, again, just a flick of the switch on the console, you can take it from gravel to rock to snow to sand. So it will change the whole gearbox, acceleration, braking, all the technology will come into play based on the environment and the conditions you're in. So with going up and over this container, I think we haven't got the rear diff lock on, believe it or not. We didn't need it. We've just got it in 4 low just so they can cruise over it with the Caravan. We actually did it yesterday without the Caravan, and it was in 4 high. So it wasn't just in 4 high, which you can drive on the roads with. So all done by just a simple flick of the switch, so it just makes it so much easier.
Does it have, our trailers are equipped with electric braking systems, does it have a downhill assist in trailer mode?
It does have a downhill assist. Again, that switch is right next to the switch where you select gravel, rock or snow. And you can set it into downhill mode and it'll adjust accordingly, even with the Caravan on the back. Obviously, it'd be remiss of me, being that I do work for Mitsubishi, not to mention all the safety features that come in the Pajero Sport. ranging from, I had to put a list of them because there's so many of them, from forward collision mitigation, adaptive cruise control. If you've never used a car with adaptive cruise control, it freaks you out the first time, but it's bloody unreal after that. Dust sensing headlights, multi-around 360 camera, comes on this model being the GLS. Blind spot warning, lane departure assist, rear cross traffic alert, ultrasonic misacceleration mitigation. Do you have any idea what that is, Dean? No idea. I didn't either until I was shown it. But that's for those that park a bit too close to the wall. When they go to take off and they put it in drive instead of reverse, the car won't run into the wall. It stops. And for those that don't know, but of course there's a lot of four-wheel drive people here this weekend and people who are very knowledgeable about cars. This Pajero Sport has a 2.4 litre Myvec 16-valve intercooled turbo system. That is, talk about, what was yours, third generation? I think this is its fifth generation in this. So they haven't done a great deal of changes over the years because they pretty much got it right the first time. I think Renzo's having a bit too much fun here, aren't you? Yeah. The sand has certainly given us a few challenges, but getting around. But you can see it just glides through it as long as you keep the pace on. It just glides through that very nicely indeed. Now, you'll need to tell us, Dean, I don't know. I know we're on site 30, which is just over near the food area and the grandstand. So if you want to know a bit more about Mitsubishi, certainly come down and talk to the guys down there and they can tell you a bit more about the Pajero Sport and the other ranges of vehicles we've got there. What site stand are you guys on so people want to have a look at the Ezytrail?
We're on site 400, just on the other side of here. We've got our full range of caravans, hybrid caravans, which are just as capable off-road as the Lincoln, as you can see there. Designed with the same pedigree. And again, our off-road hybrid caravans are fully warranted for off-road use as well. We did actually have one here, but I believe it was the one over there. I believe it was a little bit too wet for it to be around. So, but hopefully we might get it out over the weekend and see how the Page goes towing that.
Yeah, absolutely. We did get it up and over, no problem, and we got it round, but it was a bit wet and muddy. It'd be remiss of me not to mention also that Pajero Sport you're seeing going around is a stock standard vehicle, straight off the showroom floor. The only thing that we've done to it is put some all-terrain tyres on it yesterday, just to deal with this slippery little stuff up here. But besides that, it's a stock standard vehicle. No suspension changes, no lift kits, nothing. Straight off the showroom floor.
Well, that's not too bad because the ball weight on this particular trailer is around about 220 kilos dry. So it's able to handle that without a problem.
Oh, of course, the stickers are extras. You might have to pay the extras for the stickers, but if you buy one this weekend, I'll throw the stickers in for nothing.
Ours comes standard.
Oh, yours comes standard. Oh, oh, we might have to change that. Talk to the bosses and see if we can keep the stickers on as standard. Now, if any of you out there who haven't been four-wheel driving with a Caravan on the back, you should do it. It's good fun. You can certainly get off the track and go and find some places, some great off-the-track places, and your caravans come adapt with what sort of stuff when it needs for powering, and water tanks and grey wash showers, etc. What else have they got that makes life easy for people who want to go off-road?
Well, being a full off-road caravan, they do come standard with more water than capability than most of your on-road caravans. Most of our caravans and campers have in excess of 220 litres of water on board. This particular trailer's got 200 amp hours of lithium batteries on board as standard. Our vans have up to 300 to 420, or 450, depending on what you option on them as standard, with solar of around anywhere between 300 watts standard up to 600 watts. So they are capable of extended periods off the grid. This particular trailer itself You know, you could comfortably do a 2-week off-grid trip with that, with solar panels as backup without a problem. The only issue is going to be your water capacity, how many showers you have. But I mean, at standard at about 220 litres of water on board, that's a fair amount of water. So they are more than capable of handling an extended stay out back.
Do you need to have a shower for 2 weeks when you're off the grid? You get away with it.
I always have this opinion that if you've got enough power and enough water, the missus will let you stay out a little bit longer.
Now, I know I can talk about this, and you can fill in as well, that Mitsubishi have actually been building Pajero and Utes in Australia for 40 years. We've been supplying vehicles. So we've been around for 40 years in Australia, and a lot of the technology that comes in the vehicles on the road in Australia today is actually done and tested in Australia. So we have a lot of the designers come out from Japan, and they do a lot of testing. So the new Triton coming out next year spent 3 months being tested in Australia because it's such an important market, and it builds the conditions that they want to be able to build for around the world. So with 40 years, how about you guys? How long have you guys been going for?
We've been in business now for 17 years. So we started in 2006, I believe it was. And yeah, we've grown our business since that to now we have in excess of 13 wholly owned retail outlets Australia-wide. So we are an Australian company, Australian-owned company with our own dealership network. So when you walk into any one of our dealerships around Australia, you're actually dealing with company people, not a dealership that doesn't belong to the business. So it gives us a little bit more control over our processes and who you end up buying one of our camper trailers or caravans from.
So Renzo's decided that he's going to put it back in a 4 high with centre diff lock rather than the low, just to show its versatility and capability. Now, you guys down the front there that have been there for the whole time, you're obviously enjoying it. You're enjoying your coffee. That's good. I'll only ask this because there's only a few people here. You got any questions you'd like to ask or know about the vehicle or the caravan at all? Hold on, I'm gonna really mess with the caravan, the camera guy here. He's gonna have to follow me, and he's gonna drive him nuts. Gonna go really short. I'm gonna get him out of focus. Okay, it's a good question. Is the trailer loaded with water and equipment? Now, I don't know what's in this one, so I'm going to hand it over to Dean and let him know, and he can talk about the GVMs and the tear weight as well.
Okay, no, at the moment it's at tear, so the tear on these things is around about 1950 kilos, and it has a full capacity of about 600 kilos of cargo. So we didn't load it up for this particular trip, but I have no doubt it wouldn't be a problem for the Pajero to tow. As I said early on, it has an ATM of 2.5 tonne.
Long arm. How did that go in the 4 high? No problem. There you go. So we've switched back into 4 high, given the ability to push it a little bit faster than the 25 kilometres recommended in low. It's easy when you get the crowd turn around. You can just repeat everything again. Have you learnt anything down the front here? Have you learned about how much fun it is forward driving? Have you learned about the capabilities, the Super Select system that's on the Pajero Sport that doesn't come on other cars? Have you learned about the fact that it's stock standard and there's nothing added to it? And you, when the husband says, I've got to spend all this money on the car, you can go, crap, no you don't. You can buy a Pajero Sport and you've got to spend nothing. It's all got it for you, just some tyres. I don't think they're too happy about that. They went their toy money. Speaking of toy money, how much money would they need to spend extra to set your caravan up? I don't think they'd need much at all, would they?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Everything you need already done. Hook it up, go, put some clothes in, bit of food, and you're off and running.
Should we tell them our favourite getaway spot?
Yeah, go on.
It's the Melbourne Caravan Camping Leisurefest for the latest and greatest of everything.
Let's get going.